Beautiful YouTube people, I'm back. I didn't really have an idea for this week's video, but for weeks like this where I don't really have an idea, I was thinking I could do sort of a live session and just start from scratch or very close to scratch and see how far we get. Basically try to write a song, start to finish. And if you guys like this, type of content, let me know in the comments. And also, if you do like this type of stuff, make sure and subscribe and like the video. Gotta plug that. Trying to hit 10 subscribers. I know, crazy, 10 subscribers. It's a huge goal. Right now we're sitting at 9. So I need one more person to subscribe to hit 10. It'd be really cool if you click that little button for me. Anyway, let's get started. I already started right before I started recording this video just to get my brain switched on. Oftentimes it takes me a moment of listening to something on like 50 or 60 times before I'm ready to write music. And even if that something is just one sample, I just need to get in the right mood and get in the right mindset. If you guys ever have trouble with that, loops come in handy, that sort of thing. Although part of the fun for me is making my own loops. So I like to do that. Anyway, we have the tempo here is set to 108 beats per minute. We've got a couple different drum machines going right now, but it's just 3 different kick drums. And this is all subject to change. I just like to get a texture going when I start writing a song. And from there, you can kind of use the texture as a sample or as a source material, just something to get your brain going, you know? Let's play a little bit of what we have so far. It's these 2 kick drums on this channel here. It's playing kind of like a Moomba tone beat or a reggae tone beat. And then there's this kick drum down here, which is like staggery. It's like weird. It's like drunken. And I like this. I like this sort of staggery drunk beat sound. Sounds like the drummer is just lit out of his mind and doesn't really know what he's doing. And I kind of want to keep going with this. I kind of want to keep adding kick drums, actually. So there's 3 kick drums, 3 different kick drums right now. Let's see if we can't get that up to like 50 or 60 kick drums. Yeah, different ones in this phrase without losing too much of the energy or the rhythmic identity. Let me play in a few notes here. I think that's a good start right there. One of these is bound to be right, you know? Let's check that out. Which one is gonna be the one we like? I think it's either this one or this one. Now, let's find out. Let's split the note there and let's see which of these sounds the best. I think the first one sounds a little better. Let's check out the velocity of that. Yeah, it's a little bit higher than the second one. We can turn that up though. So this one I think is a little bit early. I don't even know. I just like that first one. We're just gonna go with that one. I want to shorten the note though so I can cut it. This is really just trying to get a loop with some weird sort of off the grid pattern going. Just something weird. I don't really write music in a traditional sense. Like I don't sit down with like a chord, or sometimes I have a melodic idea very rarely. But when I'm just starting from scratch and I don't have an idea scratching at the back of my brain, I like to have just a bunch of different sounds that I can mangle, and then out of that, the song will kind of write itself. I know it's sort of cheating, but hey, can't write a banger every day without a little bit of AI influence. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I'm going to render all of this together. Mega kick. I think that's a Pokemon move. Anyway, yeah, so we've got 4 kick drums here. 4 different ones. We can kind of look at it. You can kind of see what's going on. Zoom in. Let's get a 5th kick drum in here. The goal is like 50 or 60 or 70. Maybe 200. 17,000 kick drums later. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted that, but whatever. Let me switch on a limiter too, so I'm not like just clipping into you guys' eardrums. That'd be really, really mean of me. Ooh, and let me adjust the attack of the limiter, because this is gonna be a very transient, heavy song. I can already tell. If it is gonna end up being a song at all, we'll see. Let's add some more kick drums. That's kind of sick. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my hand and sort of just press it on the keyboard, like palm the keyboard, and then just whatever comes out, we're just going to record that. Whoa, that's nasty. Okay, let's see. What's this? Do we still have that problem? Is there still a problem here? No? Okay, cool. I think that was from the mic. I don't even know what the hell that was. That was some satanic shit. Holy fuck. Okay, back to the... Okay, now this may look a little strange. It looks kind of pretty actually. That's pretty. So what I did was I just took my hands and I just kind of mashed them on the keyboard. And I have like 1,000, not 1,000, but I have a bunch of kick drum samples loaded into this drum machine here. And so these are just a bunch of different kick drums on the different notes, different samples. And it sounds quite terrible, to be honest. But I think we can make it work. 1,000 kicks. Let's see what this kind of looks like. It's really weird looking. It's like a it looks like a field recording almost. That's kind of funny. So those big peaks there, I want to turn these down. I want them to be more in line with the rest of the song. Not completely get rid of the loudness of them, but just so we don't have to have these huge like sounds ruining our immersion, and the drill. Speaking of immersion, that's a very important thing when it comes to writing music. Make sure your sounds don't pull the listener out of the song, because then you're ruining your own song, I guess. And a lot of that comes from the mix and sound staging, which I should do a video on actually. I might do a video on sound staging. That sounds interesting for me personally. I don't think anyone else will find it interesting, but hey, I've got 9 subscribers, all right? I've got some subs. Some subs. I'm not editing this shit, by the way, either. I'm never editing these videos. It's raw. This is just how it's gonna be, Okay, so we've got this channel here has the louder kick drums, and I've turned them down a lot. Wait, do I need to turn them down more? No, okay, that's cool. And then we'll render it all together again. It's just a process, And as you can see, cutting out those louder transients and turning them down, it's evened out the levels across this whole 1,000 kicks ordeal. It actually sounds really pleasing to me. I think it sounds really pleasing. Let's render them both together and have this be one long loop or sample. And this sort of thing is, we can put a direction through this, or we can put an effect through this, and then kind of just go from there, or we can filter distort. Let's filter distort. Let's do that. Let's start with the distortion so we get the low end. I'm going to use Logic's clip distortion, which I made a video on. Go check it out. Fire distortion. This sounds really good. It sounds really cool to me. Let's filter and then repeat. So let's use Camel Fat's filter. I think the notch filter in Camel Fat sounds pretty good. And let's just record some light automation of the filter. Cool, that should give us some filter automation. Let's check that out. Awesome. This is fantastic. I think this is a really great start. Let's give it another distortion. But this one's just really subtle. This one's to just kind of omit the lossiness of the filter. Amazing. I love it. I love this song. This is my favorite song. It looks like this is okay. All right, moving forward. What's next? Maybe some space. Maybe a little bit of space. Maybe a little bit of reverb and delay. Yes, this is really, really good. I love this. I fucking love this song. Oh my god. Okay. How are we approaching this? We have the space now. The space doesn't sound too good, actually. Maybe let's slow it down. Let's slow it down a lot. This is where the songwriting process gets really tricky. You can't you can't ever stop pushing the limits of the initial sound. But you can try. You can try to stop pushing them. I think the initial sound you get is it's mostly just gonna be a texture or a tone for the setting of the rest of the song. Oftentimes you don't even have, shades of the original. In all things, shades of the original exist or whatever. That sounds right awful. That doesn't sound as good as it used to sound. Maybe if we pitch it down, then pitch it back up again, we'll get some cool artifacts. I don't know. Sometimes the pitching software in digital audio workstations gives you really cool artifacts when you do the same thing but reversed. No, it sounds more or less the same. Let's start flexing it. Let's put it into slicing. Cool. So this is our first warp head right here. That sounds cool. What is this next one? We're just going to make it a little longer. And then this one, maybe that long. I'm just arbitrarily drawing stuff in. I'm not really, there's no deliberation yet. This is mostly just to try and achieve essence. If you guys don't know what essence is, it's like the essentials of a song, basically. Fill would be something like a hi-hat. Your song is never going to be defined by hi-hat. But essence is like the singer, the vocal, or something that someone hears and they're like, wow, that is really cool sound. And it's a defining characteristic of your song. Anyway, in order to get started on a piece of music, you need to achieve essence. And that's pretty much it, really. Fill is just legwork. It's just groundwork. It's just finding the right samples. It's making the right drums. It's making the right reverse effects, textures, whatever it is that you need for your song. But, you know, I'm just going to arbitrarily, okay, whatever, drag the rest of these. Getting the essence is the most important thing. That's where the skill comes in. That's where the artist really comes into play, is achieving the essence. Because anyone can sequence hi-hats, right? Anyone can make a beat. But not just anyone can write a song, can create essence. And that's what we're trying to achieve today with these 9,000 kick drums. Very cool. Let's render this. Wow, that looks special. That looks really, really nice, and it looks like a real song already. I kind of hear something there. What is that? Let's hear this. Let's localize just this part. I don't know if localize is the right word, but loop. There we go. Let's loop just this part. This is 4 beats, but let's see if we can speed up the tempo so that it stops right at the end of that. So is that 129 beats per minute? What if it's a little bit less? Oh, then we're going into it. Okay. Let's do 129 beats per minute. It's a cool little loop. This could potentially be it. This could lead us to our essence. Huh. This is a cool plugin, this full bucket frequency shifter. It's a freeware frequency shifter, and it's shitty. It's really bad. But that's the reason I like it. It's because it sucks. And you can get not what you intend to get out of it. That's kind of what we're looking for here, something we're not intending to get. Pretty tone. And if we introduce some pitch automation, maybe we can get something really cool. Where is it? Little Alter Boy. This is another third-party plugin that sounds like shit. It's really, really not a good plugin for repitching because it splits the phase and it causes all sorts of stereo issues. but that's not a problem for us right now. In this stage of songwriting, using it as a creative tool is better for these types of plugins. For the plugins that give you shitty results, they're great creative tools. And plugins that give you really clean and accurate results, those are good, like, mix down tools or whatever. But we don't give a shit about that. We're just trying to achieve something a little creative, a little bit new. Let's hear how this sounds. And you can hear that. You can hear the stereo phasing like already fucking happening from this shitty plugin. Let's move some of the formants. Is this formant? Let's move some of that. I wonder how that's gonna warp this sound. I'm not really sure what any of these knobs are gonna do. I'm just kind of automating in the dark, hoping. And then we'll get the pitch to move again there at the end. Okay, cool. It's kind of an interesting sound. Let's add some more kicks. Back to the original kick drum. I think it's this one here. We can get a four to the quarter note pattern going. You get the idea. Let's get a sidechain going. Another cool thing you can do with sidechaining is turn on the filter. And when you have the filter on, it's only sidechaining to that frequency from your signal, which is kind of cool. And we can crank it. I think listen is actually the one we want. I'm not really sure. We'll see. Cool. We've got a little bit of essence. We've got something telling us a story. What is it telling us? I'm not really sure. What key are we in? E flat? Sounds about right. Let's input some bass notes. These are very sub heavy. I'm gonna move it up a bit with some harmonics in a minute. Maybe we don't want the bass to be static. Cool. This whole thing's very bass heavy. I'm gonna turn the main kick down. Just kidding, I'm gonna turn the bass down? This plugin right here, the Logic Multimeter, it's a very good referencing tool. I'll probably do a video on that too at some point. It's gonna be a year's worth of videos. This is only the beginning. Let's get some more kicks in here. Like really, really little ones. Hold on. Cool. What else? So the original sample is pretty cool. It's just very constant. So we're gonna give it a little bit of a twist. We're gonna align the phase in an auto pan, which means it's going to phase cancel. Cool. I think we need a hi-hat now. I think we need some fill just to get the right vibe, get the right mood. And what better way to introduce a hi-hat than Native Instruments battery? I have some hi-hat banks, I think, here. That's a good one. What note is that? F#4. Cool. This is probably gonna be one of the weaker songs I've ever written. But we can continue down this road once we add more kicks. So the original sample is really straight. I'm not gonna lie. I need to reverse it or something. And like maybe localize another one of these. Now we'll take this bit from this one. I don't know what this is even, honestly, but we're gonna. I like the first part of this where it's like. This synth right here is not happening soon enough. I think it's a little too staggered. I want it to happen a little sooner. Something like this maybe. Extend it. Now that's something. It doesn't really have essence. It does have a little bit of a little sing-songy loop, which maybe is enough essence for a house music song. I don't know. Let's revert back to our original craziness. What was this? 1,000 kicks? This guy right here. This one. Cool, that's a good one. We're gonna reuse some of this. I don't know. Maybe not that part of it. Just gotta keep clicking until you find the right thing, you know? Sometimes you'll get there. I don't like the pitch on this. I'm gonna repitch it. It's gonna sound like, right now the pitch is like kind of off. Maybe like, how does it sound right now? $600 lower, maybe. That's the tonic. But I don't know if I wanted the tonic. I think I want the mediant. Or whatever that is. Minor third. Kinda cool. Kinda cool. Maybe if we fade it, make it less long and more staccato or transient. Cool. Next up, another random bit from this 1,000 Kicks. I think this is gonna be good. Haha, I was wrong. It was terrible. Let's find another piece. Maybe this right here. I think that's the same one we had earlier. I need some of the crazy material. Something like this right here. This is probably something crazy. Let's turn off some of these distortions. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And then we'll just fade out that little click. Here and here. That'll sound good. Now what this needs again, now what this needs is some white noise. That's it, really. And then the song's done. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. That's pretty good sounding. Let's take out some of the low end, because we have a lot of low end material already with all those kicks. And we'll put it on. We'll put it up here, right here. No to the release. The release has got to be snappy tight. It's got to be right away. For some reason, we're getting this little this thing on the kick, on this kick. There's noise on that kick, and it's affecting the release time of this noise, and I don't like it. I don't like it, not one bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Shaper Box in multiband mode, and select the high band, which is the noise. For some reason. And there goes the noise. It's still there for the very attack of the kick, but the tail of the noise disappears, which is the point of using this shaper box in multiband mode, I guess. I don't know if this makes sense. If you guys are confused about anything, drop a comment. I will explain it all, honestly. I'm just kind of going. I'm not really thinking. I'm just chasing cars, you know? Kind of cool. It kind of sounds like a little dude talking, like a little robot. Little robot's talking to you, and that's from these kicks right here. These little wah 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 wah. That's pretty cool. How long is that? How long did that take me? We've been recording for 35 minutes. That's insane. That's insane. Time flies, really. Time flies when you're making whatever the hell this is. Music. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, guys. I might need to re-record this. Nah.